Howdy, howdy, and thanks for stopping by to watch this video training. I'm going to log in here, and this is all about keeping and building your relationship with your clients. I have a 96.5% persistency rate, 96.5%, and I'm using this system now for about 9 years. And this is a company that is based in Utah called Send Out Cards. You would go to sendoutcards.com/Z, or you would go to a website that I've created called Up With Cards, or another website that I created is called Ad Appreciation. So here I'm going to show you today how to create your Christmas card and send it out to as many people as you want. You can send it out to one person, or you can send it out to 200 people like me. I'm sending out cards to almost 500 people are my clients after 17 years in the insurance business, and I stumbled across this website. It was a really awesome, I'll show you right here, card history and what I've sent actually just here in birthday cards over the last couple months. I'll go here and put in the first of the month, last month. So we're right now at 11/20. We'll go back to October 1st, and you'll see how many cards I actually have sent to keep in touch with my clients for their birthdays. It's 251 cards that I've sent between just a month and a half. And that's because, a lot of that's right now because I have agents I've been sending cards to that work in my agency, and I have also clients I'm touching when during annual enrollment for Medicare. I'm doing that right now. So I'm going to go here to create a campaign manager. You'll see here I have a number of campaigns because I use these, and these are just designed campaigns that just sit here in the system waiting for me to choose it and send it. So I don't have to recreate the wheel every time. I just do it. Like here's 2011 Happy New Year card, 2011 client Christmas card, Christmas family. So I'm going here to create a new campaign, and this one's going to be 2017 Christmas card mailing. So 2017 Christmas card, and I'll put it in here too. It'll be a client Christmas card, because I do separate that out from my family that I send cards to. I send cards to my nieces and nephews and everybody, and I want to reduce this down to just CA, and then we'll go into creating that new card. Now I have to save what I just did in this campaign manager. This is not sending one card, this is preparing to send one card or hundreds of cards. So now I'm going to go into the create a card. So we're going to go to here, create a new card for this campaign, and this just saves you so much time. You build it once, and then you can send it over and over and over throughout the year. You can even set them up in a calendar here, and they'll just send out automatically. I mean, talk about saving you time. Christmas is here. It's November 20th, and I'm going to completely do what I do every year, is just to send out a card for Christmas. Lots of occasions here. Congratulations. This is for expressions. Here's your tab. You see that we could close this tab here, and our tab for holidays here is right there. And then what we can do is Christmas, of all these other holidays, and we want to go for one that typically I would like to do, maybe humorous, religious. I try and keep things off of a religious and just keep it kind of non-sectorial. I mean, it's just about keeping it generic. And so, however, I will say that I have sent out cards that have the picture of the nativity, things like that, keeping it, in the season. So here's a very nice new one I haven't seen before. Merry Christmas. It's very kind of nice without a whole lot of religious aspects. Not that I'm not religious, it's just that I don't want to offend my clients so that they think I'm pushing something onto them. Here's another one. If you just click off the side, that'll go away. Here's another nice happy holidays. Now see, that's generic. It's not saying Christmas, it's not saying religious, and I can put inside this card whatever I want. That's a beautiful picture. So I like this one. There's hundreds and hundreds of cards that you can choose from. Here's one, the season, tis the season, happy holidays. And if there's something that is written inside the card, it'll generally be up here at the top where it'll say inside, and you can click on that. But they're pretty much leaving it up to you to write your own message. Here's one that has inside, and there's the message inside. So may yours be filled with love and joy. Cover holiday wishes. Okay, that's not quite what I like to do. I like the happy holidays here because I like the picture on that one. And here's one here. It says believe. This one looks kind of nice, but I like this other one a little better with the snow. Anyways, that's the one I'm going for. So don't have to belabor this, but you can scour the whole system website and you'll find hundreds of card choices. So I'm just doing this off the cuff because I'm pretty much doing what I always do every year. This is loading up, and it's a pretty huge website with lots of stuff, even gifts. I'll show you that here in a minute. And so I'm going to, let's see, we're going to write a message here. And so this is going to be a message. I'm just going to come off the cuff here. Usually we put in their first name will be automatically populated. So I would either say in the past, dear, and then put in their name here, insert name. But what I'll do here instead is to, this just came to me, to first name and spouse. Now if there's no spouse in the system, then it's not going to print the spouse name, it's just going to be printing the first name. So to Bob and Betty is what it's going to say, or whatever the name of the client is. My favorite clients. So you know how you do that with your kids, at least in the past we've seen that on TV shows where the parents tell their kids, each one of them individually, you're my favorite child, and I have 6 kids, so that's been a game that I've played with them as well. Tis the season once again, you and yours are in my thoughts, and I am and my family. It's really important that you include your family. It makes you very much more trusting and more believable if you have a family and you're putting it. If you don't have a family, that's okay, but you want to refer to your family and bring them a part of your family, and that's why a lot of my clients are my friends. We'll just chat every year during this annual enrollment period and just catch up on the whole year, and it's just a very personable thing, and that's why again I have so few clients I lose except when they die. So you and yours are in my thoughts, and my family appreciate, and my family wish you the happiest holiday cheer this year. How's that? We got a little rhyme going on, so that's fine. So that's about all you need to say. It doesn't have to be lengthy, but I always want to let them know that I very much so appreciate them, and they always hear it from me. I appreciate them as a client, and then they'll say it back to me all the time. They'll say, oh, I appreciate you too. Oh, you do so much for us. Thank you so much. I'll say in here as my friend and client, because we want to, again, we want to solidify them as a friend and a client. So 'tis the season once again. You and yours are in my thoughts, and my family wish you the happiest holiday cheer this year. I sure appreciate you as my friend and client. Call me if you need anything at all. There you go. That's it. So I have my phone number in there. I always put my phone number there. I have people call and say, "Oh, I'm sure glad you sent me that card because I lost your phone number. Now I'm glad I could call you." And that's that's just the best thing I could do for them, is just let them know how they can get a hold of me. So there's that, and then I'm going to add in a new. See, we're going to put this in red and make it a little festive. We can change the colors, make it red. I'm going to go with a darker red. And then in the new, add a blank text item. I'm going to put in my signature here. And I usually do, in this particular case, you could do a lot of different, I have all these different signatures for my wife. Here's my signature for informal. Here's no phone number. Here's my wife and mine with his phone number, and there's all with all my kids. So I'm going to put this one here for all my kids, 6 kids, and that makes up a family. So they love that. They always say, if I go out and visit them, let's say early next year, or even if I go out right here during the season of the annual enrollment, they always say, keep those cards coming. Oh, I just really loved your card. And one of the things they love so much is the pictures. So you'll see here how we can add a picture. Now, the cost of this card right now is 2 points. It's 2 panel 1, panel 2. If you do a postcard, just 1 panel, then that's only 1 point. You can't buy that off the shelf. You know, greeting cards are about $5 nowadays. Now, I'm going to add a picture. When I add a picture, then I'm going to be adding 1 more point. And I can put as many pictures in there that I want for just 1 point. It's completely, just 1 point, and you can customize it all to your desire. And so here's my last year Christmas picture there. I'm going to look a little bit further. I'm just trying to think if I have any new pictures at all that I could put in there. For right now, though, I'm going to go up here to where it's the templates, elements, and what I'm looking for here is a different background color I can throw in here. So rather than view all, I'm going to click down here. You can see the list: Australia, baby, backgrounds, miscellaneous, borders, frames. I want the solid backgrounds. So here's patterns, here's solid backgrounds. So what I want to do is I want to get to like a red, Christmassy green or something like that. Here's some greens. Probably just something like this one here. It's not too dark. Move it in. We can just adjust it to whatever we want, and then we'll make it bigger. And we want to get rid of this signature, that's a text box, got rid of that. And we'll put out this picture backdrop, and then we'll throw in a picture. And so we go here to pictures, and this is me. Let's see, I could probably put, that's a new picture of me, but let's go, I got to get my logo in there. Okay, Grandpa's Insurance Solutions logo. And in Utah, it's American Seniors Group, but California said no to that name. They have different rules. It has to have solutions, benefits, or other things in there. And so here's a picture of my kids. Let's see, yeah, I'll do this one. It's my kids when they were little. And then I'll do this one here, which is, now I got to get me and my wife in there. That's what I need to do. And I'll just pause it while I do this. Okay, now I resumed, and I'm going to take this picture here because it's me and my wife and my son that's at home. And so we'll put 2 pictures in here so they can get a little feel. And I'll put in here I'll just make a footnote of that, good old days or something like that. Now you could change these pictures and resize them very easily. Look, for example, this is a cruise we went on, and the picture came from the cruise ship people. You can see this white bar at the bottom. I don't want that, so I'm going to take it and move that away just by moving up. And then I resized the picture a little bit, and so we have my younger kids, and I just want to put a little note to that so they know that this is a remembering years gone by or something like that is what we're going to be doing. So we're going to make this a little bit smaller because we want to highlight the family, not this logo, but they want to know where it's coming from. So we have let's put this below it, I think is where, but we'll put in the add text item. And then see, I've been doing this so many years. You get good at it just by doing it each day. I mean, I sometimes I'll be on this on a daily basis, and I'll show you how I keep all my clients in here and keep track. It's a great CRM. So here is I got that as too tall of a letter. It's going to be just huge. Put it down to 14. I'm going to put here happy years gone by dot 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 2 days of our future dreams. Okay, maybe that's too deep, I don't know. But let's just make it a different color. It's red, it's not going to be seen. Let's make it probably just yellow, just to see. And we could actually make this a 2-liner because it's too small. So we're going to increase the size here to 20. Center it there, and then we'll take this down. Just have to know how to manipulate it. It's not too bad. Move it down. Now, if you wanted to do a shade on this, you just copy it like this, and you copy that, make a new add box, text box, and so I'm going to actually put a dark, well, whatever I can get, dark green, maybe black, I guess, to put that in there as another box. So we're going to put it in, just paste it in there, boom, and now that's on top and the other one's on bottom. So we're going to take the bottom one and we're going to make that black or dark green. Is that dark green enough? No, it's not. So we'll take this and we'll make it black. See, I had 20 years in the sign business, so I think about these things and how I can make it a little bit more dressed up. You can see a very simple light black shadow on that. Now I'm going to make these move them up a little bit, give a little bit more room here because of that text right below it. And now we're in the point where we're good. Okay, now, so that's my Christmas part. I could put in a lot more, like here you have elements here that you could use, like I think there might be something here that's vacation, like little scrapbooking. People can use these, and let's see if there's a Christmas background borders. You can see what that looks like. There's lots of different ones. You know, it's a whole big long section of Christmas stuff. But here's clip art for Christmas. These like Christmas frames and things like that. I'm not going to use them. I think sometimes they're a little bit too much. But clip art here, I could throw down there a little Merry Christmas. Okay, let's see, our little stamp or a seal. Like here's a little seal, and I can put it here, and I can kind of turn it. I gotta make it smaller, and then gotta turn it a little bit here. Now that little green line that pops up like this means that you don't want to be over that line, because when they crop the card and cut it, it's going to could cut off some of your imaging, and you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that everything is there. So now here you have all these other little, so like here, look at this. We can put this down here into our wording and not make it not too big, but we're going to make it a little bit smaller and let it kind of run someplace in our copy here, down below. So we can just take it like this. This is just the slickest software too, but you know, I'm spending a little bit of time on it because I really want it to be nice. But we'll put this right here, so it goes leads right up into our signature. So you can see how we're doing this. Here's another seal. It might get a little too busy if I put that up there over next to this guy. Of course, I want to tip it a little bit more, and maybe a little smaller. And I think that should do it. And I don't know, because they keep adding all this new stuff and new templates and things. So you could probably put this over here, down here next to our name again. Have all these little tidbits there. So that's kind of dressed up in a not a classic fancy way, but just kind of a fun throw it together way. Candy canes, things like this, little presents. Here, that's cool. We'll take this present and put it over on this side. See how that works. So now I think we got it to the point where we've done a nice little card. So there it is. I'm going to take this and run with it. This is my campaign card. I'm going to send it out to everybody in my book of business, and I'm going to show you how to do that. It's an incredible system. Now, there's other tools. There's business building tools, because you can be a distributor with send out cards, make money with it. I make a lot of money with it. A lot of distributors that I've brought on board in the last 9 years. And then you can send out gift cards, or you could just go in here. In fact, there's some gifts that are just, you stuff them inside, like card-sized gifts or little trinkets and things, so like flower seeds. The brownies are to die for. They're awesome. And you've got gourmet foods and things like that. Lots of things you could be, sending people. So just to kind of close that tab up, and then there's, SOC Store, which has some clothing, backpacks, just other like gimmick items and things like that there. You can be just a member, just using the system at a very, very no cost. It doesn't cost you anything to use the system. Just pay for your stamps and pay for your points. But there's no like monthly membership if you don't. There is an auto ship, yes, but that saves up till the Christmas time when you need all those, points to send out your greeting cards. I'm going to continue without a card, and because I'm not going to be putting any gifts in these cards, because I send out, hundreds. And it could be, you could choose the time when it sends. I could send it a week from now, or just pick a date. I could put a follow-up if you're actually building a business out of this. You could follow up on a card you might have sent out to a prospect, and save card, go back to campaign, save card, go to campaign. So we're going to continue. That's just continuing. Now, doing this saves the whole design that I just created. So now it's in the system. This is back at the campaign manager. And here's the card I have. It's in the system. You can always go in and edit it. If you wanted to check it, make any corrections. You can do a campaign that even has 3 or 4 cards to it. That's sent out on a timing schedule. Like I was getting internet leads, and those leads really stunk. And they were not free. They were, they cost something, $3-4. But I created them into a perfect lead, because I would send them a 3-card campaign that introduced me immediately. When I got the lead, I called them and left a message on the phone. I said, expect something from me in the mail. Don't do anything till you see what I send you in the mail. And that was just an introduction about who I am, another card about taking action, and another card about setting my appointment. And so I would turn that lead into a really, really strong one, because I was building my relationship with those people all throughout the cards that I would send to them. So here's our card. It's back now because it's saved, and because we saved it, because we're going to use it over and over again. I didn't say anything in there about insurance. And I'm not selling anything ever. When you put a card out to people, you never want to sell. You always want to just appreciate. And that's the key in this kind of appreciation marketing, because they're gonna send you the referrals that you want. Now, what I need to do is I'm going to go and find a contact. I'm going to find a bunch of contacts because I'm going to send this out to a bunch of people. So this is my search, advanced search. I'm going to go down here. I have a lot of categories. This is how you could search out people, and I'm going to use a category finder. So these are like different insurance products that I have my clients on. I'm going to remove all the selections, like different insurance carriers, so I can have my clients in a block. So let's say, for example, with Altius, we're going to send this card, just block it out to Altius. So let's do this. We need to add money. So easy to do. You should see that. I only got $4.67. So I'm not going to do a big, huge card mailer here, but I'm going to put in some money. So I want to add money. Okay, get my credit card out here, and I will put in some money. I'll pause this while I do it, at least when I put in my card information. But it is easy to do, so we go down here to, I'm going to add points. So this is the points packages, and so we'll go ahead and select the points. So we're going to select that for 100 points, because that's going to be about 3 points per card. 3 times 49 is going to be the total card expense, plus the so 49 times 3 is $1.47, less than $1.50 for that card. You would normally pay $5 for at CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, and so that card is cheap. And all the time it would take for me to address them and everything, send them, they're going to print it, stuff it, stamp it, and mail it for me. And then here's the expense. So the stamps are separate. It's kind of a pass-through because they buy the stamps from the post office and then they use that same stamp. There's no upcharge on that. So I'm going to put in some points here. I'm going to put in like $30. That should get it done, $35. So here I'm going to be at about $80. And that's nothing to send out a whole bunch of cards for $80. I mean, that's how cheap as we can get it for. I can get a lot of cards out there for $80. So we're going to hit continue, and then it's going to be, so there's a global ship. Okay, so now I'm back. I put money in. It was $88.11. That was for $35 worth of stamps at the stamp price, and then I also put in there 100 points, and that'd be 3 points per card. So now here is 25 clients that I have on Altius. I don't have that. These are all in Utah, and I don't have a lot of people on Altius. Most of my book of business is on United Healthcare, and so it's really about that's my preference. Here, Marjorie Allison, I'm going to send it to these. These are, if it's checked, I want to send it. I'm going to uncheck the ones like a spouse. I don't want to send them to individuals. I want to send them to households. So here we want to take away Connie, and it's Ron. And a lot of times I can check that by their home number just to make sure I know. But I know these people, Frank, and so they're all there. So what I need to do now is click on the campaign. And here's the select the campaign that I just created, which was a 2017 client Christmas. Click it and send to campaign. I could have done that with 400 cards, and it's the same process. It always tells you what you're spending. This will take 57 points, and I bought 100. And this is going to be $9.31 in postage on a stamp for each one of them. I still have 142 points. And I have 39 so I'll have $30 left over and about 190 points left over after I do this mailing. Continue, and you will receive a main menu notification when the campaign is finished sending. So it's going to take a little bit of time. When I do the big number sends, it takes a bit of time. But here I'm going to take you to the actual card history, because it's in the queue, and that's what you're going to see is going to go out tonight. And just click on that just for today. That's just today's cards, and it'll all load up tonight at midnight Mountain Time. They're in Utah, and midnight Mountain Time. So there it is, 19 cards, and all the people that I checked the box for. So there I showed you the way to send a Christmas card campaign, and it probably took me here less than 45 minutes, but it was sending all those cards, and now I'm ready to send the big number of cards. You just click on New Contact, and here you could add in a new name. In the fields of this contact page, you have all the information: email, address, you have phone numbers, birthdays, spouse's name, children's names. You can add a child, and all these groups. People I have on annuities. I bought a book of business, so this is the clients in that book of business. Continental Life. You have all these different different subjects. People I meet. Phoenix Life. Precise Leads. That was that internet-based lead program. And then you have notes, and these notes could be dated. So if I do a note today and I do a note a week from now, it's going to be separate notes with a date above. In and watch a business opportunity video, and you could just get signed up here. You could be just a client and just use the system, or you can actually make some money with it like I do. And so you can go to Up with Cards, and that'll take you right to my website where you can actually sign on and start using this program.
Send-Out Cards is revolutionizing the greeting card and gifting industry and sharing the wealth it creates. Cody Bateman founded Send-Out Cards in 2003. Cody's goal was to take the greeting card and gifting business from a traditional brick-and-mortar environment to an online click-and-order environment, just like Amazon did for books, Netflix did for movies, and iTunes did for music. These billion-dollar companies have been able to collapse inefficiencies in our marketplace. In other words, these companies have made our lives easier. Think about it. The way we purchase a lot of things is totally different because of Amazon. The way we rent movies is totally different because of Netflix. Netflix allows us to watch any movie or TV show on demand in the comfort of our home. iTunes has done the same for the way we purchase music. It's hard to find a music store because today we buy tracks off albums from our smartphones and tablets. Send-Out Cards is doing the exact same thing in the greeting card and gifting industry. Today, from the comfort of your home, office, phone, or tablet, you can create a personalized greeting card and press send. Send-Out Cards will print it, stuff it, stamp it, and mail it. The digital revolution is underway. The largest taxi company owns no taxis, Uber. The largest telecom company owns no lines, Skype. The largest media owner creates no content, Facebook. The largest movie house owns no cinemas, Netflix. The largest software vendors do not create the apps, Apple and Google. And soon to be the largest greeting card and gifting company has no stores, Send-Out Cards. Send-Out Cards is the best customer appreciation and customer retention program in the world. Everyone can benefit from using Send-Out Cards, and if you share this amazing product with others, you'll get paid. With our bundle customer packages, you can earn up to $670 for every business bundle you sell, and up to $390 for every business bundle sold in your organization, as long as you're qualified. What if 10, 20, or 100 new customer bundles were sold in your group in a month? That is big money. You can also earn up to 25% on all of the cards and gifts sent by all of the Send-Out Cards users in your organization. And again, these bonuses are paid to an unlimited number of levels. Send-Out Cards is changing the lives of people all around the world. It's time to get started. You need to decide if you want to help revolutionize the greeting card and the gifting industry. Send-Out Cards is poised for massive growth and is becoming a worldwide household name. Now, there are 4 types of people who join Send-Out Cards. You are a 1 if you want to become a customer. You're a 2 if you want to be a referral partner. You're a 3 if you want to earn money part-time. You're a 4 if you want to replace your current income. Get back together with the person who invited you to view this presentation and let them know if you are a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4, and get started today.